Mr. Speaker, this Premier pretty much breaks every promise she makes. For instance, the Premier promised to support seniors, but instead chose to hit vulnerable Albertans by forcing most seniors to pay more for prescription drugs. The sicker you are, the more you pay. To the Minister of Health, will the Minister admit that his new pharmacare program is simply manipulative marketing of clawbacks that will hurt Alberta seniors?
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's interesting that the honourable member fails to acknowledge in her question that the concept of pharmacare, fair pharmacare, was in fact pioneered by the New Democratic government in British Columbia 10 years ago. And, Mr. Speaker, she further fails to acknowledge that 20% of Albertans today have absolutely no drug coverage at all. What pharmacare will deliver, Mr. Speaker, is not a drug program that's based on your age, where you live in Alberta, or what government ministry delivers your program. It will deliver coverage based on your need and to the extent that you can contribute, your ability to contribute.
You're asking 6 seniors to pay for this change rather than wealthy Albertans. Given that this budget cuts hundreds of millions of dollars by reducing drug benefits, cutting property tax assessment, and limiting eligibility for the seniors' benefit, does the minister truly believe that a chronically ill senior who lives on $30,000 a year is really the fair person to ask to pay for this government's fiscal mismanagement?
Well, Mr. Speaker, the former New Democratic government of the province of British Columbia certainly proved successfully that the pharmacare approach can deliver an equitable access to drug coverage for an entire population, including those who have the ability to pay and those who do not. So, Mr. Speaker, we haven't released any details yet about the income thresholds that would be involved or any of the other details that might allow someone to make an informed judgment or proffer an opinion as to whether or not they believe this is fair to all concerned. We will do that, Mr. Speaker, toward the end of the year, and the honourable member would be welcome to ask her questions at that time.
Well, Mr. Speaker, he's already said he's going to cut almost $200 million from the program, so we can draw some conclusions. Now, given that this minister isn't just breaking the promises the Premier made last year, but even the one he made this morning on the radio, and given that honest answers are just one of the many victims of this budget, will the minister tell us why this government finds it so easy to break promises to seniors, but not to us, but so hard to ask corporations and wealthy to pay their fair share?
Well, Mr. Speaker, what I would say to the honourable member is this, in addition to my response to her previous questions. If she and her party truly believe in universal, publicly funded health care for Albertans and for Canadians that treats people based on their health care need and not on their ability to pay, then she should be embracing this program. She should be celebrating the success that they've seen in British Columbia over a decade, and she should be defending this initiative to all Albertans as a way to improve our public health care system.